This is John T for the Boxing Voice. I'm delighted to be joined by Thomas Carty, new heavyweight to the pro scene. Well, he's had one fight already. How you doing, Thomas?
Good, 100%. Not about it, yeah.
Good stuff. Well, look, welcome to the site. First time we had you on here. Before we talk about this card, tell us a little bit about your amateur pedigree.
So I boxed as an amateur since I was about 16. I've won 4 national titles back at home. Was really pushing for Olympic qualification, just missed out barely, and then everything shut down for lockdown. When things shut down for the initial lockdown, I just said, there's a lot of politics in Ireland. I said I'd just pack it in and pursue the pro boxing route, you know what I mean? I've always dreamt of being a pro anyways, and that was the plan. I trained in a pro gym even though I was an amateur, so it was no surprise then when I eventually made the decision that I was going to pursue going pro, you know?
Yeah, my understanding is from the circuit is that you were just brilliant in like sparring a lot of pros, and everybody was like, why is this fella not turned pro? I think you turned over and had your debut in Belgium, is that right?
So it's only been a year really since I went to my first camp. I was in camp with Chisora this time last year, and it all kicked on from there really. You know, it was a big ask at the time, do you want to go sparring? Because obviously they reckon a similar style or can emulate similar things to what Usyk could at the time, you know, which was a huge compliment for me to begin with. So it's all kicked on from there, you know. I lasted the whole 5 weeks in sparring, was getting better each week as it went on. From there I went into camp with Lawrence Akoli for what should have been Akoli in Glowacki the first time, cancelled due to COVID, called back after Christmas for the second camp with Glowacki. Made my debut in May, AJ straight after my debut, Filip Hergovic, now Dillian White.
These are all people you sparred,
These are all people that I've called into camps to spar, yeah. So they're all serious fighters, you know.
Well, look, sparring is amazing. If you're sparring those kind of seasoned fighters as well, that'll only put you in good stead. So you won your first fight in Belgium. We're now out on a huge Matchroom Dazn card at the O2.
Yeah.
Big night for you. What do we know about your opponent? I think you've had a few changes. He's just flown into the country, is that right?
Yeah, he's just flown in. So the opponent's just flown in. Had a couple of, obviously my second fight, they called a couple of guys to fight, they say yes, and then they look me up and they say no, and that happened with 4 guys over a couple of days. But I finally got somebody to fight me, so I don't know much about him. I think he's Latvian, as far as I know. But we see what he's about on Saturday night.
And I'm sure he's going to see what you're about, Thomas,
big
on
time.
Saturday
Yeah,
night.
everybody else is going to see what I'm about, but I'm going to be checking this guy out Saturday night anyway.
Yeah, spot on. Well, look, it's a big night for you, and if that goes without saying, should you come through on a big card with the light shining, the future will look bright with Matchroom. So a bit of nerves for you, or?
Yeah, a little bit of nerves. Good nerves though for the occasion, not so much for the fight. You know, fighting's nothing new to me. So looking forward to the fight, nervous for the occasion. Obviously I didn't mess up my words there today at the press conference, so that's the first big win anyways, and weigh-in tomorrow, fight Saturday, so I'm ready to go. Yeah.
You look like a good talker to me. I'm sure you'll be good in the seasons at least before you know it. Look, we look forward to seeing you on Saturday night. Thanks,
Absolutely,
Thomas.
really
Cheers.
appreciate it, Pat. Thank you.
Enjoy the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.